Hey, it's me, Demons. Hello, welcome to my channel. Okay, so I'll just cut this chase. So this is just gonna be a little like blog for me, kind of like a diary of my life. So if you don't like my videos, sorry, I don't fucking care. Uh, um, um, by the way, I am an adult, so yes, I can use naughty words. Um, so yeah. This video is about my life with anxiety plus a few school stories that I have to share since I have a lot of them. We'll start with school stories first. So like I already graduated, so uh I graduated like pretty recently too, so yay. I think I have my diploma, so I'm not gonna show it, but I just want to make sure I even have it. Oops, I dropped something. Well, I know I have two copies of it, so one's in the safe and the other is I don't know where. Probably my dad's office. But yeah, I graduated. But besides that, I have a lot of stories to share. Uh, so last school year, I was with my best friend, and we were. So I went to a career technical school. So like you go to the school for like engineering, robotics, entrepreneurship. I went for mobile app development, so I was a coder. I made apps, and the junior it was a school where there was only juniors and seniors, so there was no sophomores, no freshmen, none of that. But when we had free time, we could some of the lab teachers, that's what we call them, labs. Some of the lab teachers would let us go down to like the junior lab and just hang out with the juniors for a bit until the next period. So we would do that. This was my lunch period. This is our lunch period. Me and my best friend. So we went down, and there was this. So there's this kid. He was not smart, like at all. Not dissing. Well, kind of am dissing him, but like he wasn't the brightest. He couldn't read social cues. He was probably autistic, like me, but he was definitely lower functioning. Um, and I mean, he was high functioning, but lower functioning than me. But he was, and I'm very like, I know he was faking this, so that's why it kind of pissed me off. But he was snoring very loudly. The first time, maybe he wasn't faking it. The first time, somebody woke him up, like, "Can you stop?" Okay, he stopped, but then he started doing it again. And like, "Okay, can you stop?" Stopped. Then did it again. So like at that point, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's just doing it to piss us off at this point. So what I did was I walk over to him and I just slam my hand on the table. Not even like that hard. I didn't like. It wasn't anything harmful. It just enough to wake him up. If he was even asleep. But then this kid came out of nowhere. Me and this kid have history. So this other kid that comes out of nowhere. But he starts going off on me about me slamming my hand on the table. He starts making death threats. He says at one point he says he's gonna fucking kill me. Yeah, and then like he had, like multiple teachers came in, and then he looked at all these grown men and said he's gonna beat all their asses. And I'm like, buddy, you can't take all of them. Sorry, but like you're kind of you're overestimating your abilities. But that happened, and but then like it didn't stop there. It went on to like the when I went into class. So juniors, they started the day with their labs. The seniors ended the day with their labs. So when at the end of the day, like it's 3 periods of lab. So like the first 3 periods for juniors, last 3 periods for seniors, and you, at the end of the day, because there's also one other like senior in the in the junior lab with us when that happened, and and he brought it up to people, and I'm like, oh my god, everyone's gonna hate me, which actually did end up happening. Everyone got all pissed at me, but and I was told by somebody to like just apologize. I'm like, I'm not gonna apologize for something that I'm not sorry for. It's just not gonna be genuine. So like, they started pretty much pointing fingers at me, saying that like, I mean like, they were pointing fingers saying that they were mad at the situation, which I was too. I mean like, if anything, I was the victim. If what I did not um did not elicit that kind of response. Like what I did not call for me being told that that he was gonna kill me. He was gonna like come to my house, kill me, blah blah. Like it didn't. It wasn't that deep. So I that kind of threw me into a panic attack. So I kind of went outside of the class, and I just kind of sat down, and I was just there. So like it was really awkward when I went back into the class to like grab my things so I could work outside. But like I walked in, everyone stared at me, and I grabbed my things and I just walked out. Um, and that was like near the end of the school year too. So like at a at like because I had 2 graduations, one for that school and one for my home school. So like during that graduation, it was really awkward seeing everyone, and I'm like, hi, remember me? Yeah, but that's like the first story that I have. Um, I mean, like, I'm not gonna say I was. I'm not gonna say whether I was in the wrong or right. I mean, I have my own opinions. Other people have their own opinions, but like, I'm gonna keep this a not biased storytelling. Uh, that motorcycle scared the shit out of me. Not sure you heard that, but there was a motorcycle out there, and it was like, and but like, I have my own opinions. I'm not gonna say my opinions because my opinions are very strong, and I just don't want to get into that right now. But let's see if I have any other stories. I mean, like I had a girl walk up to me one time at like it was grade, fifth grade, yeah, 5th grade. This girl walked over to me, straight faced. No, not even like that. So, no, I remember we were sitting down together during health class. No, yeah, during health class, I believe, and I was saying stuff, and she looks at me straight face and says, "You know, you're pretty smart for an autistic kid." And I'm like, "Thanks." I'm not sure how I should take that. Um, but thanks, I guess. Um, but I in school, like, I had literally like no friends. Like, I had a friend in 5th grade. We were best friends, and then 6th grade, he just kind of disappeared. So I I was on a mission to find him again. So it took me until, I want to say, my sophomore. So this is we were friends in 5th grade. It took me until like my freshman or soft. No, it was like right before my sophomore year. I found his mom's Facebook. After so many years, I contacted his mom, and I'm like, "Yeah, I knew your son back in 5th grade. I want to talk to him again. Here's my number." So like, a few days or like maybe like a day or two pass. She responds. She gave him my number, and then like a week later, I get a text, and it was like, "Hi, this is Justin," and I'm like, "Hi, Justin. This is this is Matthew. We knew each other back in like 5th grade. Do you remember me?" He's like, "Yeah, I remember you." I'm like, "Yes," but he's like, "Oh, why are you looking at my mom's Facebook?" I'm like, "Well, didn't seem like you had one, so she was my best bet." Um, but we still talk sometimes now. So like, that was like he like the day, like not day after, maybe it was the day after. I'm not sure. I was at work, but shortly after, we he came to my house, and like we hung out for a little while, and like it was really funny. I opened the door, and he's like, "Long time no see," and I'm like, "Sup?" And I said, "It's been so long. I never thought I'd see you again." He's like, "Yes, I'm the knight in shining armor." I'm like, "Wow, such such a way with words." Um, but like, he was a really good friend. We were like the dynamic duo that everybody hated. Like, so we're both on the spectrum, so like we're both high functioning autistic, and we we had I don't know where I was going with this. Oh yeah. We uh, we were just like those weird kids, and like nobody liked us, like nobody. So like, there was this girl named Grace and this boy named Braylon who was the most flamboyant, and just he's just, I'm pretty sure he's gay. Just saying. Nothing wrong with that, but just like he was overly like flamboyant, and just like always like, it was just really strange how he talked. But he would pick on me, and well, Grace and Braylon, their names, they would pick on us, and like I it kind of flew over my head at first until Justin brought it up to me, and I'm like, I think you're right. Maybe they are being mean to us. I'm like, I didn't really notice at first, but then like as I caught on, I'm like, okay, yeah, they're kind of dicks. So I kind of fought back. Like, I'm that kid you couldn't bully. Like, you could not bully me because like I would just fight back with words. Um, and it just kind of pissed people off. And I'm like, you can't get under my skin because anything you've said to me has already been said. Um, so like, there's that. And like, also like living with anxiety is not a cakewalk. Because like just today at work, I had a panic attack and had to leave early. I threw up, and I was in the bathroom for like a good like 10 minutes, just sitting on the toilet and just like contemplating my life choices. Um, that's not a joke either. Like, I'm sitting on the toilet, I'm like, how did my life end up? How did my life end up like this? Like, everything that could go wrong has. But I haven't texted my boss. I'm just hoping I don't get fired. Um, yeah, but living with anxiety. So it's really hard to tell you what anxiety feels like. You kind of have to experience it to know. And everybody experiences anxiety differently. Like with me, I get really sick. Like I start shaking. We think I have something called conversion disorder. And it's basically where there's no underlying cause for any like sort of pain response or any like there's no underlying medical cause for how you're feeling, but you're sick. You feel sick, but there's no reason for it. There's no trigger per se. Um, so I think my anxiety also contributes to that, and like I get really dizzy. So everything I feel is I get dizzy, I get hot and cold at the same time. My legs start shaking. I sometimes on rare occasions like today, I cannot control my arms. My I will like if I were to go pick up my phone, my arm would go to my phone, but then like slide off to the side. Like I work in produce, so I was stocking carrots today, and like I picked up the carrots and like shoved them in, and my arm went like the complete opposite direction I told it to, and I'm like, what are you doing? Do what I tell you to, damn it. Um and it's the strangest thing too. Like I want my arm to go one place, but it goes there, but then it just like kind of just like jerks off to the side, and it doesn't happen very often. Only like when it gets really bad, like today. I don't know what even caused it today, but I I get really dizzy. I get really sick. I get really nauseous. I get hot, cool at the same time. Um, I was really sweaty today. Like I was super sweaty. Like it looked like I just came out of a sauna. Like after I left the bathroom, my hair was like all sweaty, and my like I was like super pale, and I just like kind of walked downstairs. And I'm like, gotta do my job the best I can. And I'm like, never mind. Nope, I'm leaving. um, so that happened. Sorry, I'm just going off on tangents. I just want to get everything out, you know. Um, I life with anxiety just it gets in the way of a lot. Like, uh, when I want to, like, when I'm like overly excited about something, that causes a panic attack. When I'm like, because when I met, I meet a lot of voice actors, and I met Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Sasuke, the voice of Spider-Man from the PS4, PS5 game, um, and I met like Justin Briner, the voice of Deku. I met um the voice of Goku, Sean Schimmel. I met I met Zach Aguilar, the voice of Tanjiro. I met Bryce Papenbrook, the voice of Inosuke. But like when I meet somebody that I've wanted to meet for so long, I don't know why. I don't know why, but I always get a panic attack. And it just kind of like pisses me off because I'm like, I'm there meeting somebody that I've always wanted to meet. Why am I like, why do I feel like this? I mean, I'm nervous, yes, because like I literally looked at him. I'm like, can I shake your hand? And they're like, yeah, of course. But like, I'm just overly nervous about everything. I also if you've known me for a long time, I have not I don't have Tourette's, but I have something like Tourette's. Um, I have what they're called are tics, and I saw go through them a lot. So like I have vocal tics. Like there's something that are out of my control. I cannot control it. The most I can stop doing it is like a minute, my best. After that, it just gets uncomfortable. That was one of my tics. Because once I remind myself of them, then they happen. So, sorry. Um, but I at school, I would just do this, and people would get so pissed at me, and they're like, "Can you stop?" And I'm like, "No, I can't stop, but thanks for asking." And they're like, "Yes, you can. Just stop." I'm like, That's the funny part. I can't." And the best interaction I had was this girl said, "Can you please stop making that noise?" I said, "Sorry, I can't." And she said, "Okay." Turned around and kept doing her thing. That's what you're supposed to do. It's like people just get on my nerves. I'm not a people person. I'm just like the farthest thing from a people person. People look at me and say like, "You're very extroverted." I'm like, "No. I'm very introverted. I'm only an extrovert when I'm talking to people online. Because then I know you can't really judge me. I mean, you could try, but you don't know me the way real life people know me. So, but like, just life is tough for me, but I keep fighting through it. So, if you're out there and like you don't know if you can keep going on, or like anxiety just gets in the way of everything, just no, you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm in the same boat as you. um I actually had a very good relationship with my elementary school nurse, because I would literally have a panic attack every fucking week. Usually during gym class. I hate gym with a passion. Uh, but like if you're out there and like you don't know what to do, just find different coping methods. What I do is I just breathe. I know it's like everyone tells you just breathe in, breathe out, and stuff. But honestly, it helps. It really helps. Because what it does is once you if you stop breathing, your heart rate just slows down. And like if you that will slow your heart down. Like I'm not kidding. Try it. It works. But uh you're not alone, because like I'm in the same spot, and I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to get in better shape, uh as better shape than I can get from this. Um but uh, just try your best. Just don't let somebody just bring you down for no reason. Because I would get picked on a lot when I was younger, so I just stopped letting them pick on me. Um, but yeah, I think that's all I want to say for this video. Um, but like, just do your thing. Go out there, prove to people that you can be successful. See ya.